Hello everyone, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another Duelinks video. You may be wondering, okay, the vagabond is distracting. Well, anyway, I have decided that I'm going to make a rant video. This one is going to be particularly unique because I don't actually know what the fallout of this decision is going to be. But YouTube is planning to roll out a new policy in the United States on the 13th. I do not know yet how that's going to play out. I don't know how it will affect me, but I can say this: if it thinks that I am a minor for even 2 minutes, I think YouTube is full of shit. And I think YouTube is full of shit already. But this is next level. Like, what the hell? Do they really expect this to work? People are going to find a way around this. But anyway, the worst part about this age verification policy is if it detects that I'm a minor, it could affect my ability to upload videos, and this could mess with my ability to ever catch up. Not to mention the backlog on that one. And Kaiba doesn't give a shit. Okay, Kaiba, perfectly in character for you. Anyway, it would be very unfortunate if YouTube just decided, for whatever reason, that I am not an adult. Considering the fact I am clearly an adult. And Google has enough information to have this. Dude, Google should know I'm an adult. It has enough information to know that without me giving that information to YouTube, which I would not do under any circumstances. And because if I did that, I would be opening myself up to doing something very stupid again, and I'm not going to allow myself to do that. Because after the first time, I was like, fuck this. Although I think there are too many fucks in my videos for YouTube to really say I'm a child. But I really do not believe that I am necessarily safe just because of the fact I love saying fuck. I do not think so. No. I don't think so. No, I really don't. But I will say this. It would be very stupid with my account's age to flag me as someone that is a minor. It would also be stupid to do it at all. But, I mean, do you really expect the algorithm to detect someone's age accurately? I sure as hell don't. I mean, if I did hand over a selfie, hypothetically, I think YouTube would just piss me off further. I don't even want to acknowledge what would happen in the event that it just said that my selfie is a minor. No, do not make me take a selfie and say that I'm a minor, because I will know exactly what that means. I will be offended. I would probably start speaking in gibberish because I'm so mad. Or, I don't know, would I be speaking gibberish or would I be talking in some weird alien language? And because last time I did something kind of like this. More of that, I guess. But who knows, maybe this time I would actually start speaking gibberish if YouTube did something like that to me. And don't affect my backlog, YouTube, but please don't. I'm already dealing with enough shit. Do not accuse me of being... seriously. I have no idea what is going to happen. I swear this year just keeps... It just keeps doing all kinds of shit. I don't even know what to do with it. It's like, what the hell... This year is basically like this. it's tempting me to do something. I feel like it's just pushing me until I do something very dumb. I've already done a bunch of stupid shit in duels. I don't need to bring that outside of Duel Links. That would be stupid. Which is the point. Okay, I have no idea where you put it, but I can only guess super polymerizations on the field somewhere. Unfortunately, I do not know where, so I'm kind of screwed. Anyway, this year just seems to be getting progressively worse with pretty much every decision. Every decision made anywhere, basically. Okay, I'm going to bring Neos back to the graveyard. I'm going to get rid of something. I'm going to get rid of something that I'm not sure I'm going to get rid of, well, anything that would save me in this particular situation. Honestly, my opponent has the advantage. That back row is definitely going to kill me. Okay, well now we don't have to play guesses regarding where super polymerization was on the field. On the other hand, that also sucks. Okay. Let's see, no, I really don't need to do that. Okay, do you have... I can summon that card myself, you know. I do have it in my extra deck. I'm going to prove it. I don't have to prove it. This is a mirror match. My opponent can also just check. Yeah, imagine my opponent doing that. I wouldn't know. Okay, I'm going to have to hope that this will not backfire. With that back row, I'm not sure that it won't. Okay, well my opponent surrendered, so apparently my opponent was fucked over. As many F-bombs as I want, honestly. I cannot let YouTube forget. My childhood was forever ago. Let's not bring up anything stupidly close to it. Whatever the hell that means. I've been dealing with some shit this year. It just keeps getting progressively worse. I've become more panicked by the minute. I swear YouTube's current policy probably has something to do with someone not being able to handle being criticized. If you can't handle being criticized, don't be a public figure. Seriously, don't become a public figure if you can't handle criticism. I say, as this country is threatened by a wannabe dictator. I'd actually, no, just don't say it. What do you do? Oh, okay, good. I thought Mokuba was being stupid for a second. But good thing that was, oh dear God. Well, can you really blame me for not trusting AI? Seriously? It's not like it's actual AI. AI can't actually look at anything and be like, yeah, this person is actually for... Yeah, the AI isn't going to give you any actual reasoning based on actual logic. We don't have actual AI in this universe. I'm not sure if I want that to change or not, but if during the AI apocalypse, humans were decided to be a threat and we should be taken out, I'm not sure that I would entirely disagree. Although I do think that I would definitely be against the elimination of humanity. But being against the elimination of humanity wouldn't necessarily mean that I'm against it for all the right reasons. Honestly. Okay, so I rank up if I win. That's good and all that, but I'm not sure that I'm going to win. Okay, hold on a second. I have to do some shit. Okay, I'm gonna... Okay. My brain must not be functioning right now. We are not going to ask any questions regarding why that may be, but I am going to blame it on YouTube and AI and being stupid and faulty and not actual AI. I can do all kinds of shit. Although I probably shouldn't. I mean, even if I can do it, that doesn't mean I should. I say like that means anything. I make terrible decisions all the time and act like it's something that's new. No, people have been making stupid decisions since long before I was born. Stupidity is a thing that has been very common throughout history. At least what I've learned about it. I do admit that isn't much, but I'm going to be honest, I don't think that it's particularly impressive for anyone else in the country either. Particularly considering a number of things. Like, for example, the person running this country. But we're going to move on. No. Okay, well, this sucks. You know, my opponent can just bring it back. No. Dude, I'm gonna... no, using mystical space-high phenon polymerization, I'm not that stupid. I've made some mistakes that are far worse than that, though. Some of them off-screen. Some of them that I hope will never end up in a video. But I use this deck so often, they are inevitably in at least one. But YouTube will decide if those videos ever get uploaded, honestly. Although, the more I think about it, the more I'm wondering, how long can this policy possibly be in place? I'm just gonna be honest, it's just a stupid policy. And it's not going to work. And because I was a minor once, not right now, and do you know the amount of times I lied about my age? Okay, actually, not as many times as you might imagine, actually. You want that card off the field? Well, I'm about to use it. Okay. And I activate this card's effect. And then it goes to the graveyard. And I take the life point damage. Yeah, I think I can afford to do that. I can afford to take life point damage. Let's see. Wow. Hold on a second. I'm going to summon this. And then I'm going to activate this. And my opponent's next move will determine what I do next. Actually, no. Just get rid of it. Yeah, get rid of it. Do dude, I was afraid he was going to do that. No. You know, I can just do the same thing back. I've got enough cards in my hand. I can do it. I can do a lot of things. I can do all kinds of things. It's very cursed, in fact, that I can do all kinds of shit. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's see. I bet you hate that I just did that. Well, you know, you did just do the same thing to me, and you know this is a mirror match. So naturally, of course I could do it back. Anyway, I win. It was definitely a very interesting victory. And I rank up. Strange. Sometimes I don't even know how that happens. So, I guess I should give this video time to age. I'm planning to upload it, honestly. It might be one of the last uploads I upload. Along with Merrick's event. And Yuri's first event. If I ever manage to get those videos published. Of course, the end of Yuri's event, well, that aged very poorly. And we're talking about the first one. And actually the second one too, if we're being honest. But the first run was, well, it was something, I'll be real. So, any guesses about my opponent's strategy? I really don't have to guess. But I really don't want to lose to this. I could, though. I could, realistically. It has happened before. I should know. I was watching. My memory is really not that bad. I mean, if it was, I don't think I'd still be doing this. We know it's questionable, though. We do know that. That is definitely true. I definitely have a very selective memory. I write down a bunch of shit. Even things that I should want to remember and things that I want to remember. Oh, my opponent surrendered. There have been an interesting amount of those, but that deck, I imagine my opponent surrenders a lot. That's kind of what happens when your strategy just fails. I'm going to go look at the build of it, though. Look at the build. I just want to see it. I want to see what's in there. Okay. Yeah, my opponent just failed at getting it. Very interesting, very interesting. My opponent deserves not to draw it. Apparently, Weevil thought the same thing. Also, fuck Weevil. Let's hope I didn't just summon the rare Weevil in PvP. I'm tired of dueling you, Yuma. Dear God. Although I'm also tired of dueling Merrick, if we're being honest. Kind of what happens when your obsession burns out. And if you're expecting my current one to burn out, well, it's not as bad as the one I had with Merrick, though. You may be wondering what logic I am using to say that. I don't actually want to go into the details of just how obsessed I was. It was bad. You may be wondering how bad. No. No, I really don't think anyone needs to know. I'm not even sure how it happened. I assume I will lose this. I don't remember the last time I actually defeated Yuma. You know, I don't. I suppose away from the gate sort of counts, but it's definitely not very impressive. And that's certainly not doing Yuma at his best. And turn 1 really isn't either, but we're ignoring that. Maybe I might win. Though, what logic am I using to determine that could happen? It's honestly very unlikely. I mean, I've dueled this deck a lot. And I do mean a lot. So, I don't think I've learned anything. Just saying. You've seen the other decks that keep destroying. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I feel screwed. So screwed. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, you really don't need that card at all. But shit. That card being on the field is not good for me. Because I actually remember what it does. I mean, after doing Shark enough times. Or, you know, I probably should know because it's in Shark's deck. Like, I probably have it thrown into the extra deck somewhere. Though I don't know that I've ever actually used it. Since Shark is still using the Raid Boss deck that I gave him. He will be using it again during, let's see. I'm not even sure. I'm not sure. I assume that Vector's rerun will be next month. I don't know if I'll get to upload that. Because I am currently one of the most petty bitches of all time. Actually, I should actually be petty. No, wait, does that work? Yeah, I think it does, because I'm just returning a card to his deck. All of them to his deck, unless he can negate this. He might be able to negate this. I don't know. I'm not reading, so that is a problem. Yeah, I know the meme. And I'm contributing to the meme. But there is also a timer, and I do not want to lose because of a timer. Yuma doesn't need help, okay? He can defend himself. He doesn't need to actually prove it. There is plenty of other evidence. There is the source material, for example. But okay, sure. That card is now off the field. This was... Well, definitely this is awful. I don't think I need to do the math. I think I'm just screwed. Honestly, why would I even set super polymerization if I can't be sure I can actually use it? This is called death. I don't even know what to do. Dude, don't taunt me. Yes, I'll use it. Dude, this is stupid. I make so many questionable decisions and I don't seem to learn from them. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was fail. That was fail. That was terrible. That was so bad. But to be fair, I normally just lose against the deck anyway, regardless of how I play. Because I'm me, obviously. What would you expect from me? Are you going to expect the height of dueling? I'm not quite that good. Although I do get enough wins to satisfy my ego. Anyway, I'm going to go destroy Kaiba. For the crime of, let's see, I don't know, just something involving money. That's all I can think of right now, honestly. He hasn't really done that much that's that bad. I say as though some things he's done didn't happen. Yeah, like that time he ripped a fourth Blue Eyes in half, just so he can own all of them. Yeah, that was pretty petty. Kind of on my level of petty, to be honest. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap things up for this video. I will now upload it, and hope for the best, I guess. Hopefully, I still have a channel for months and years to come. And seriously, YouTube, don't take it too personally that I got offended, okay?